Alright guys, today I'm going to be comparing a diesel Ford and a gas one. Here we have a V10. It's a 6.8 liter Triton with the year 2000. Show you a good look at this thing. Pretty good looking truck. Pop the hood for you here, just so you can get a better look at what's going on. Hopefully I can use the Ford hood hatches. Alright, here we have the engine. This is a V10, like I said, and these are running around 310 horsepower and 425 pounds of torque from what around there for on the internet, what I found. So it's a pretty nice truck. It gets around in between 9 and 13 miles per gallon. Thing about this truck, they're not really easily modified because of their injectors. You know, it doesn't have a carburetor or whatnot on it. It does look like it has a cold air intake and whatnot. But anyways, the gas mileage really depends, you know, on what ton truck you have. This is the F250 crew cab long bed, so you know, maybe this doesn't get around there. I think it's getting around 9 now, not sure. Depends if you have aluminum rims or steel rims or whatnot. But let's just a quick look at it, show you guys what's going on, and then we'll go take a look at the diesel. So, alright, so here it is. This one's actually not completely put together yet. I'm going to post a video of us installing the whole engine, so that's going to be a big video. Anyways, this has a 7.3 power stroke, as I said before. This has a V8 in it, not the V10. A lot more liters, but a much you know, 2 less cylinders. This one's actually running, this is a 2001. This one's actually running 250 horsepower and 505 pounds of torque. That's just what I found on the web from forums. They just kind of rounded it off. So as you can tell, it's running less horsepower and more torque, but the thing about this is it's easily modifiable, so you can put bigger exhaust on there. As soon as you get that big exhaust on there, you know, you get 50 horsepower, put a chip on there, you know, 200 horsepower if you got a good chip, which and all of that is pretty expensive, so it's really, you know, hard, whatever you want. And as for gas mileage, not much better. I've rounded off around 15 miles per gallon with this truck. Looks a lot the same in the inside. I'll show you here. Got the boost gauges. Show you what it looks like in the inside. Basically the same thing as the other one. This one is not running. This crew cab. This is not running an 8-foot bed. It's actually running a short bed. So with aluminum rims. So you know the gas mileage might depend on those factors. You know, you got to think of the factors as in, you know, how diesel feels more expensive, gasoline you're running on there. You know, you got to really think about the differences, what your factors are going to be facing for horsepower and torque, and which one's more expensive to fix. So, and as for price wise, this is around a $10,000 truck to $7,000 truck. Really depends. The price range jumps all around. But as for the V10 down there, that truck is about a $3,000 truck. So it all depends on how much money you have, how much money you have to upgrade them. You know, what you like. Do you like more torque? What you're willing to pay for gas? And it really just all depends. But you know, if you're looking for a vehicle that's modifiable and pretty reliable, it's a diesel. So I'm not choosing either side. I like to roll coal personally, but you know, basically whatever, you can have your own opinion. I just kind of want to show you guys what's up for this. So another factor in this is how fast you can use that horsepower or that torque. For as the diesel here, this thing, it can use this torque and its horsepower at really low range. I'll probably show those on the screen here now. As you can see, the diesel can use it a lot quicker. As for the V10, it's gonna have to be, you know, really gassing it in order to get that horsepower or that torque or power in general. And I can show the specs for the V10 now on the screen. So So yeah, there's a big difference. It really just depends. So basically, what it all boils down to is how much money you have. Personally, if I had a lot of money, I would go with the diesel, you know. More upgradable, you get better gas mileage, more you upgrade it, more power, more awesomeness, more coal. But if you're looking for a simple, good amount of horsepower for a low price, you know, maybe you should just go with this. But post your opinions or like or whatever, do all that stuff and such. And thanks for watching.